sometimes in life, opportunities come your way, regardless of how ridiculous they may be. When a friend calls you and tells you he found a Plymouth Superbird in a barn on a property he bought in the desert in the middle of nowhere, you take him up on it.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Well, this thing's in bad shape. Nothing left worth keeping on this car besides the frame, the doors, and the roof. So the first thing I did was I sent her to the body shop. Now, the body shop cut out the rust, patched the panels, replaced the floors, and tubbed the rear. But then a new dilemma rose. This car needs everything. And I mean everything. There's no engine, there's no transmission, there's no brakes, there's no suspension, there's no rear end that'll hold. The axles are completely worthless. There's no interior. I mean, how the front end is literally held together by ratchet straps. So late one night, I was scrolling Facebook Marketplace, as one does, and I came across this freaking Dodge NASCAR road chassis for sale. And a lot of these don't come with an engine, but this one did. So I packed my truck and trailer and brought my supportive bad influences to go buy it. And this wasn't just any engine. This is a Dodge 900 horsepower cup car Ernie Elliott built engine. Originally, I was just gonna take the 900 horsepower engine out of the NASCAR and put it into the Superbird. But then I got to thinking, what's cooler than a 900 horsepower Superbird? A 900 horsepower Superbird NASCAR. Good morning, Deeds.
Good morning,
you
good
look
morning.
ready to rock and roll today.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're good.
Deeds!
No.
What are you doing, Deeds?
I think we need one with a cord. We're gonna be here all day.
I didn't think you had to start cutting it.
This is thick.
It
Good to go.
We need to take some measurements first. Measure twice, cut once. Let's see if this will even work.
It'll work. I'm confident. I'm confident it'll work.
I got a tape measure somewhere. Let's get these up in the air and just make sure the track width and everything's the same, or at least similar enough to.
Well, it's got 4 wheels. We're good.
Damn, in the 2 seconds, that actually cut pretty quick.
Yeah, mild steel. Cuts good.
Yeah, we're joking. We know we gotta lengthen it, but let's measure it so we can actually see exactly by how much. I would love to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, OBD11. OBD11 is a very small, compact, and useful OBD2 scanner for your car. And I have a lot of codes to clear on my Lamborghini, so let me show you how it works and what codes I have. Here's the OBD11 device. I'm just gonna plug it into my car. You can see it lights up. This is why you need a scanner. I plugged it in and immediately was able to see that I have 27 faults. That I can read to see what they are. But the good thing is I can clear those codes. Just to bring this car to the dealership to check codes for me and clear them would cost so much money. OBD11 has official licenses for Volkswagen Auto Group, BMW, Toyota, Lexus Group, live data coding, and long coding options. You know, it's really nice to keep something like this that you can just keep in your pocket, keep it in the glove box, to where whenever there's an issue, or maybe there's not even an issue, you just want to get a little bit more data or look at live data, you can just pop it in, pull up the app, and you have access to your car's ECU on here. So you can look at faults, you can clear codes. There's so much that you can do, and I'm actually so excited right now because I've been meaning to clear codes, and as you guys saw, I had a lot of them. If your car is part of the Volkswagen Group, they actually have another app that gives you even more diagnostic abilities, but otherwise, if you have a Toyota, a Lexus, a BMW, or a Mini, I would stick with this app. Let's not ask again and instead scan my car. Transmission codes are scary. Oh, sick. Good thing there's no faults. All right, let's clear these 3 engine faults. Boom, done. She's gonna be a new car again. Don't mind me, I'm just clearing all the codes on my Lambo right now. All right, all codes are clear. I have had a check engine light on this car, so I'm gonna fire right now and see if that check engine light goes away. There we go, she's gone. Thank you again, OBD11, for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you click the link in the description below and use code EMELIA for 10% off your entire order. Again, click the link in the description below or use code Amelia at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Thank you again, OBD11, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it. Obviously, we've taken a ton of measurements already, but check this out. Deedsy, let's do track width right now. 72.5. Let's look at this.
These are drooped down, so the fender's pretty wide. But
The fender goes to about 71. That's like an inch off. Okay, so we'll say 105.
okay.
So that's about 115. So we're about 10 inches off. The width is about the same, but the NASCAR needs to be extended. So we'll still be keeping the suspension geometry the same from the rear and the front. We're basically gonna be cutting the chassis down the middle and then lengthening it by 10 inches. We knew we had to do the cage anyways, but the exhaust and the drive shaft. And then also any lines that run front to back.
We have to see where the main hoop is at the top, but I think keep all the rear suspension together, keep the front suspension together. We can lengthen it right here. We can lengthen the exhaust. We can lengthen the drive shaft. Looks like we got some oil lines, some cooler lines of some sort.
And if we can cut right there, that's really all we gotta do. You can see tacks under here.
This is steel and this is aluminum. So I think
That's all glue.
I think they just siliconed it all together.
Whoa, so if that's the case, this is gonna be a lot easier than what at least I was anticipating.
Yeah.
So it's really gonna be a lot of cutting on the Superbird.
Check that out.
Is that a road sign?
That's a road sign.
You wanna see something I saw earlier?
What do you got?
Dude, look at the end link on the sway bar. You notice anything about that?
Nice. That works out perfect.
You guys, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go inside the bracket where all those spacers are. And here's the other side.
Oh, we're in good shape.
We can fix that.
We can leave that. Character.
We have a whole table over here of fresh carbon-free stuff. It's got some extension cords, some gloves, extra toe straps, got some new sockets, some Allen sockets, ear protection, dust masks, and then some corded power tools because we're gonna kill some of these probably.
And some rubber gloves.
Yep, rubber gloves. You're not gonna wear them. So just
Absolutely.
put that back.
Absolutely not.
We've started marking underneath the Plymouth. We have a lot of help coming today because there's going to be a lot of cutting required. We're gonna cut the floorboard along here. We're gonna come out, just go up and over. You kind of see some markings there for the wheel well. And we're just gonna do a nice cut to basically get the skin of the Plymouth off. So by the end of today's episode, we will have the skin of the Superbird on the Rich Childress NASCAR chassis. Hey, dudes.
Yo.
We're both short people.
I know.
Our tippy toes as we're working on this.
You were trying to race me with the lift and you ended up too high. I didn't want to say anything.
We totally didn't need the car to be this high.
I'm working on a place that's a little bit lower.
Coincidentally, the Camaro's boom tube exhaust is right there, and we just stacked boom tube exhaust systems.
Looks like you've got a lot on your plate here.
Yeah. This is a proper
NASCAR
Cup car, Rich Childress chassis with that Ernie Elliott built R5P7. I'm really excited for this.
I used to watch YouTube videos of that engine running tapped out.
It sounds so good. It revs so fast.
Snappy.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, same. When we get this running, we'll take this to the racetrack and we'll get to rip this.
Oh, you weren't kidding. It literally has like street signs as floor patches. Awesome.
In fairness, I think that was the previous owner.
I mean, isn't NASCAR, didn't they get started by moonshine running?
They
anyway?
did.
Like,
They did, yes.
You can't really judge them. Wow.
You want to start
little?
cutting up the Superbird while I keep tackling this?
Sure.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
And you drag race this thing.
That's not sketchy.
Right?
Oil lines are actually mounted from the inside of the car, so we're going to do those later. Deeds and I are going to start working on trying to take the skin off the NASCAR while Baker and Russell try to start cutting this car up. And I also just want to say how cool it is to have a busy shop full of people working on cars. I love this so much. That thing's big and heavy. It looks like there's a nest in here, dude. I think that's just like twigs.
Maybe.
I don't think that's a nest.
We're gonna find out here real quick as soon as that body gets lifted up.
Woo! Look at that! It's called weight reduction. So much of this is just glued together. Well, Deez and I have been working on the NASCAR. The guys here have been working on the Superbird. Where are we at with the bird?
I think it's got about 10 inches of metal holding it from the body just falling off onto the floor.
There's about 3 inches holding the rear tubs to the body.
And the front's completely off. You guys can see in here there's a nice cut going along the whole interior. You can literally see separation of the floor back here.
It's funny that you guys really cut off all the work that Amelia originally did to make it nice.
I
Totally would have bought this morning.
Don't tell me
It's off.
that.
I want it back.
Not anymore. Offers expired.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, this has really just been a lot of cutting. But aside from that, it's got wheels. We'll put the wheels on the ground and then just lift the body up over it. And then Deeds and I almost have this off. A lot of this is just 1,000 rivets and a ton of glue, which is basically how I've envisioned most race cars to be held together.
There it
Turns
is.
out.
Turns out.
It's all glue. Glue and duct tape and some dreams.
The sides are pretty much off. Front is pretty much separated. There's a little glue and
stuff
rivets, we think, in the vents here, and then some glue holding the shroud in. The back is pretty much separated.
All the back structure here.
Yeah, it'll probably be easier if we remove the Lexan and then just cut the structures that
Start
are
cutting.
holding to it, but we're making some great progress. How often do you think they change the brake pads when they're running? Don't look.
When they're like when they were actually,
Yeah, every race.
yeah, probably for a road chassis.
Do you see how thick these pads are?
I was looking at that earlier.
You ever seen that?
No,
Dude,
that's crazy.
these are huge.
Calipers are
get a set of
huge.
those?
in that sense, too.
That's nuts. And I think they probably change those every race.
That's to last a race, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
For what you got here for the price, you got a really nice bucket of parts.
Yeah,
Like a lot of
I
nice
would say
stuff.
so too. It makes me like excited.
Radiators, like, dude.
Well, that's why I was like, why would I just take the engine out of this?
No.
Why wouldn't I just use everything? The suspension, the trans, the rear end, everything. So
I just bought a radiator for my trophy truck, and it's like that thick, and this is like beefcake.
Baker's gonna go buy every NASCAR.
Whole team. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, we got our work cut out for us. We got to keep working at separating these bodies. We are almost there, and then we get to figure out how to transfer from one to another. But we'll save that fun for later. This is called WAD instead of CAD. This is whiteboard aided design. So I'm pretty sure this is some aerospace quality design work here. As you'll see, I know it's pretty obvious to be able to tell the difference between these two vehicles, but this is the Superbird, you can tell by the big wang gang, and this is the NASCAR. Let me explain to you what we're gonna be doing. You have two cars, we have separated from the wheels. We are basically going to be putting this skin onto this chassis. What could go wrong? Let's separate these bodies and just cut right to it. Look at this, I didn't notice this until now. The fuel line literally runs in the car through a tube.
Yeah. Said.
Do not cut me.
Yep.
Well,
so
what
we
a
probably
trip.
good thing we didn't cut it. That's crazy.
I know. I'm surprised you can do that. I completely forgot to say it, but we had already removed the fuel cell and then pulled the lines just to be safe.
Fire's not good.
No. Would you ever do that in a drag car?
No. Although it's in it too. You're protected. You're good.
There's so much glue on this car.
Are you guys like fighting over who's cutting?
No one noticed what just fell out of the car.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I was standing right there. Oh my god! All right, we should
Now
walk
what?
in and go. Vroom!
Bring it outside! Bring it outside! Park it!
Park it. Reverse. Oh, here, put the bed up. Yeah. There you go.
Body
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
No, you're
This
good.
will be the sickest chicken coop ever.
Wait, you should keep us for a chicken coop.
Dude, just mash all over. You already got a little there.
That would honestly be a cool chicken coop.
You can put so many chickens in here.
Dude, so many chickens.
So many
You could reach right in here for the eggs.
Look at all those chickens.
Should we pull the Superbird body off now? Let's do this. Whoa, look
It's
at
a
that.
good.
It's
What?
crooked.
Look at it from this line.
Well, but
It's not even straight.
The rear side's low as shit.
yeah, but look.
There's a kick in it.
It's almost
Yeah.
like the driver was too tall, so they had to make the hoop bigger on
They
this
put
side.
a quarter power.
Whoa, this is the difference on this is crazy. You guys can see where we had to cut along the cage here.
Trust me, I know.
Oh, here we go. We got it off in record time, to say the least. Let's do the bird.
See where we're at with this one.
2 pizzas, 50 Red Bulls.
20 cut off
20 cut off wheels.
15 sawzall blades, 10 sawzalls.
And an order of Starbucks later.
And the complete ignorance that they had left-hand thread lug nuts.
I didn't film it on video, but
Tight.
we didn't know. You know, it's funny. I remember when we found this car on your property, we were trying to take the wheel off and we couldn't.
Yeah.
And now it makes sense.
What is going on with this?
We just ran it till the stud snapped. The body is almost completely separated. A little piece left in the front, and the lift is on the pinch welds right now. We should just be able to lift the body up and roll everything else out from under it.
Catch.
Was this in it? What are you gonna hit with this?
It's a fake plastic hammer. Where'd that come from?
There is so much random stuff in this car.
What?
There's a spoon in
Oh, we
there.
almost got hit
There's
with a
kitchen knife. Yeah.
Hey, we got some taco sauce.
No, it definitely looks like that's look. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, cut
Right there.
that. I think it is.
Oh, dude, I was like, oh man. Did I just take somebody's fingers off?
Do you guys see the floor right now?
Everything, slide it forward.
The whole back of this car is apart right now.
They're trying to recreate the truck drop that
Yeah, the
Nissan
front
did.
here.
There it goes. Hang on.
Hey! Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Careful.
The rear. Can you go down?
What was that?
The
Here,
rear's off
it's
of
okay.
it.
Let's see.
The rear's off of it.
It's okay. Look at this. It rolls like a dream.
Yeah.
All right, clear.
Look, it rolls like a dream.
Should we do a lap around the parking lot?
Yeah, let's do it.
Watch out. Hey, whoa, whoa.
Seriously, you want to go for a lap?
All right, hope you got brakes.
Wait, parking brake.
The foot pedal goes through the floor.
All right.
I really love what you did to my car. Seriously. Hats off.
Oh man.
Oh, look at that.
You guys.
It's like structural integrity from the 1800s.
First test.
Put it on Facebook Marketplace.
We should put a Harbor Freight motor in
Hey,
Oh.
AAA will take it just the way it is.
it.
I would call him. It's worth the gamble. Dude gets out here, hand him a $100 bill, and say, "Here you go."
Downshift.
It looks like a drag car. Careful, you're gonna taco it.
Hey, wait, did we ever put the lug nut on that wheel?
Don't spin out in this corner.
Tell me where I'm going, left or right.
Left.
Your other left. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm pretty good at
It's
that.
getting heavy. I regret pushing this.
Now, before we roll the NASCAR chassis under the Superbird body, we had to take a few more measurements. For the NASCAR, where the door bars are, they bend out for safety. And from there to there is 66 inches. The width of the Superbird is 60 inches. So we are going to bring in the door bars by 3 inches so it fits perfectly. But in order to do that, we need to cut out the door bars.
There you go.
That one wasn't supposed to come off.
Wait, which bar?
He's kidding.
Oh, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I did everything we were talked about. Now we just put 2 clamps in all those locations and weld it back up.
Yeah.
And then we can just remove it.
With all due respect, and I mean with all due respect, I'm gonna do what I do best and drive. Oh, Lucius, this is bad. I'm in the air.
So Amelia, we decided that everybody that helped work on this gets to do at least 1 lap on the track when it's
Oh,
done.
yeah.
Like a NASCAR track?
Whatever track.
Well,
we
this
go
isn't
for.
built for circle track. This is road racing, so we should go to thermal.
Yes.
Or Willow. Or Button, or wherever. Maybe. Let's race it.
I
Everyone
heard it
gets a
was
lap.
built for Laguna.
It says
Well, the
Laguna on
the
one of the shocks.
yeah.
Yeah.
The last shocks that were on it was Laguna.
So it must be what it's for.
Is that how you get out of it? Oh,
No,
I was
it
doing it
is.
wrong the whole time.
Ah.
Yeah, this is wicked cool.
You know what's funny? I actually think the driver that had this car previously was too tall, so they just bent this hoop up. And then they just
Totally.
did this one different.
Like, I don't
Is there a
think you would
seam?
see it.
Or it's really, really crashed.
No, there's like a there's a dent. You think it's cracked?
Really crash.
It's been really, really wrecked.
There's
hard.
properly a dent here
Oh yeah, it's a
It
good
could be
bend.
from his head.
from his head.
This thing has a lot of like nice stuff on it.
Yeah,
Amazing parts,
Like
Ben.
even this like double O-ring breather, like
fancy.
Wow, you're like 4GT laid back.
Yeah,
Like it's trippy. I wouldn't expect that in here.
I can't see over the dash. I have to
They
sit on
have little
something.
Panels like this
Wait, really?
behind
Yeah.
the tires.
There's no way.
I'll get it after you. You'll
Oh,
see
you
it.
can. You're gonna fit no problem. Oh yeah, no problem.
That when I'm in here
Yeah, dude, no
with the steering wheel.
no radio.
I'm so-
holding your arms up.
It's like a bus driver. I don't fit in this. Moment of truth. Oh God, wait! I can't see your breast now. I can't see your breast now.
Not Sean.
Those are some big meaty slicks on the front there.
I can't see.
This thing looks so cool.
That's pretty straight in there. So this is the moment of truth to see what needs to be done in order to get the body to work. We have started lowering the Superbird skin onto the NASCAR chassis. You can already tell on the front here, it's a little wide. We're gonna see if we can tug on it a little bit to stretch it out to get it to go over, but we don't know what this build is going to take until we can see where it lines up exactly.
So it looks like it's just narrow here, but it'll fit down there.
Oh,
That's a good sound. That means it's fitting.
it's working.
Hold on.
Oh, dude, we're in there like swimwear.
Now it's gonna hit this tire.
How does the back look just before we even?
Oh, nobody's looking back.
That's what I'm saying. I just realized. I'm like, maybe we should. I saw it start to do this.
There's plenty of room back here.
The back tires look good.
It's hitting the front tire though.
So sick.
The shape of the dash is like made for this.
I know, dude. It fits perfectly. Here's from the side. It actually fits pretty well. Width-wise, it's there. She was a little tight, but she worked. Now, length. Well, we know we're about 10 inches off, but it sits pretty good. And if we just pull it forward a little bit, it's gonna fit pretty nice. Who came up with this? This is such a stupid idea. It's amazing. Dude, you guys, this is so sick. You can literally see where it should get cut.
Yeah.
That square tube right there that goes across, I was thinking that was further back.
If you look
Right
at-
here where the seat is, that square tube, just cut that across. That's the perfect place to extend it.
It'll push the dash bar forward 11 inches.
That's perfect.
It'll push it to right there.
That's exactly what we need.
Are you gonna put a windshield in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might even make the windows work.
Windows might even be
Might even make the windows.
power windows.
Hey, while you're at it, let's throw some air conditioning at it.
I was just thinking that. This is gonna be easy. Let's take a look at the rear. Look how this fits. So much for adding the mini tubs. We thought we were gonna keep some of it, but honestly, we're gonna cut all of that out. It's gonna fit perfect. We just need to support it in the rear, clean it up with some sheet metal, and we're cooking with gas. Really, the biggest challenge is just gonna be lengthening it 10 inches, but we know exactly where we need to do it. Right in the center there, that square tube. We'll bring it forward, we'll support it, we'll add some more sheet metal on the bottom. Look how perfectly the wheel sits against the fender here. It couldn't have been better.
This is arguably the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I'm about to cry. This is so freaking cool. Right here.
What do you think?
Superbird, super cool.
Superbird, super cool. I'm excited because it's still gonna be a lot of work, but it's not gonna be as much work as it could have been, all things considered. We have a lot of cleanup work to do here, and we have a lot of cage work that we're gonna have to do as well. Basically, the whole top half of the cage is getting cut off because we're gonna have to redo it. We should go to IMS.
Yeah.
Let's grab some square tube, maybe some material.
Yeah, grab some square tube.
Yeah.
See if we can find something that slips in. If not, we'll have to machine something.
Yeah, because we're gonna get square. I'm just thinking going across, but yeah, we'll have to get it for this. And then also, I think there's like 2 bars that connect to the center underneath.
Yeah, there's like some 1x2.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can cut it right here and lengthen it. We can't cut this as
Yeah, it says do not cut,
but
so.
it's loose. We're good. I think we can get it out.
Let's head to IMS. Road trip with Deeds.
Here we go, we're off. Try to get some metal.
That's right.
Just so you guys understand. There's your driver.
Stop.
Look at
You
that.
set me up for failure.
When the back wheels turn, we're in trouble.
Deeds is loving holding the camera today.
Yeah. There we go. Move in ready.
It's a convertible.
Now you successfully cut a race car in half.
Literally. I'm kind of proud of this one.
Yeah. Still race car in the front, race car in the back. The middle, it's like missing a little bit.
In the off-road world, I'm sure you guys do this all the time.
Oh yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever cut in half?
Newer wadded up. I guess if it's completely wrecked, we've definitely cut some expensive stuff in half. But as far as new, it's probably like old stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like 50s classics and stuff. Those are expensive.
You brought up a good point. This is my first time cutting a car in half. You guys have all done this before. But I can't believe it took 7 years of an automotive career before cutting a car in half.
You cut a good one in half too.
I know.
What are these new $250,000? Yeah,
Sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be a proud point right there.
Have you skinned a body before?
I can't say I have.
So
I've
you
mainly
got
done
two
like
goals
turbo
right here.
kits, motor swaps,
Yeah.
high power stuff, but this is a new territory. Even with earbuds in though, everything's still extremely loud.
What?
Yeah. Huh?
Super.
What?
It's loud. I feel bad for him.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said, huh?
I mean, it's bare.
It's just one big Lego piece.
Yeah, we'll just watch the footage backwards and we'll put it back together.
The roll cage has been cut up. The seat's been taken out. It's basically been stripped. And if you look closely, we have the sheet metal on the floor, cut all the way through. The only thing left are the 2 frame rails on the side. But before we do, we're gonna push her underneath the Superbird, get her lined up before we cut this in 2 pieces.
A lot of hard work today.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, you're sweating a lot.
My hands. First time Mark's been dirty.
Well, let's push this.
I think it's got to go towards you.
Deez is cockeyed.
I think you need to go the other way.
You make the decision.
You should take your left shoe off because you're fucking
To the right.
far
Tired
off
of getting
here.
yelled.
Turn to the right.
You took the shoe off.
Wait.
Oh, that smells, Deeds.
Oh,
Good, right? You like that?
holy
Just
hell.
gas this whole place out.
Here we go.
John, you guy.
All right.
Deeds is crooked.
Stop right there.
Look at that. Look at that.
Just grab a pry bar.
It just needs a little
It
pry.
needs a pry.
It's not a pry bar, that's a screwdriver.
That's a flathead.
Try it. No, we're good.
We call that Big Jim.
Yeah.
He isn't even looking.
I should be on the tire here in a second.
Yep, we're gonna take the front tires back off.
This is cool.
You made it worse.
So just lift it a little.
Mark, can you move that?
Ow, what the fuck was that?
Dude, this guy already hurt himself. You didn't even use the tool, and you already hurt yourself.
No, there's a shard of metal
That's
right
okay.
Get it,
No,
Mark.
that's
Get it. Your hands
this
are
is
soft.
this is called dirt.
Can you get that?
Here, this is called dirt.
Can you get that?
Here, we're gonna clean them for you.
Whoa.
So we took a measurement. We knew this needed to go forward 11 inches. Look at this. From frame rail to frame rail is literally 11 inches perfectly. And we had a little leeway here just in case we shorten that. But this is perfect. This is perfect. I'd say we've made great progress in the last 24 hours.
I think so too.
Yeah. It looks so cool seeing the wheels in the wheel well. I wish it had the wing on it right now to really get a good glimpse of what this is gonna look like. Just take a look. It's a freaking Superbird NASCAR. Do you guys hear those angels? The bald eagles soaring through the air right now? Sounds amazing. I can't believe this is real life. And look how perfect the trunk hinges sit on that bar.
It's almost perfect.
Yeah.
I think they put the wrong body on it the first time.
That's right. I'm thinking about taking this car to Bonneville, doing like a 200 plus run on it.
I think you should show up to Talladega tryouts.
That'd be cool too.
Just go, I'm here, guys, and they go, no, this isn't how it works. You're like, no, I'm here.
It's in two pieces. I was expecting it to collapse on me.
Oh my god.
Is it opening up?
Yep. She's in two pieces.
There it is.
Look at that.
That's a clean cut.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Move right there.
Guys, I think that's a foot. I think that's 12.
12 and a quarter, I said.
You said 12 and a quarter?
Yeah.
I think 12.
Check this side. This is
I'm
where we're
checking this
eyeballing.
side. What do you think, Deeds?
10 and a half.
10 and a half? Oh! 12 on the money.
Okay, and this side's gonna be 12 and a quarter.
You're wrong.
I'm ready for my coffee.
What coffee?
It's definitely not 10 and a half. Deeds, I saw that, you cheater.
You bastard.
Oh, but look, it's still 12 and a quarter.
All right.
Mark wants some coffee. 7-Eleven it is.
You got it?
Yeah.
You know, guys, there's this new thing they're doing to make people taller, where they break your bones, and they do this same thing right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we try it?
I might try it.
Whoa, check this out. There's like a tube in here. What do you think this is for?
I don't know. Pull it up. Is it on the other side? Looks, maybe it's a crash bar.
Oh, it's held to get in by this pin. Is it on the other side too?
I don't think so. They don't care about the driver.
I noticed there's like so much more reinforcement on the passenger side than there was the driver's side. No, nothing?
Nada.
Oh, interesting.
All right, let's go racing.
That should hold. We had the same idea.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere. Let's see. Moment of truth. It looks like the rear still may need to go back a little bit, but the wheelbase is probably about where it's gonna be.
Yeah. Got long.
It is long. And the cool thing is, you know, we weren't sure if we were gonna just have to weld the doors shut or if we can open them, but I think we're gonna be able to get these doors functional.
Oh, doors will work.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll plate this here. We'll plate the big gaping hole in the center and structurally integrate that into the frame rails, and then we just gotta work up here a little bit. We should hold up a fender and just see where the nose is on this. The cool thing is we have all this room where the shroud is if we need to bring it in a little. Okay, that is money. That's perfect. Where the nose comes, this is perfect.
It's gonna fit.
That's gonna fit great. It was meant to be. It was a match made in heaven. A little massaging to do, but we can just build brackets off of these bars. This is wild. This is insane. We
did it.
kicked ass on this.
There we go.
This is incredible. I can't believe it when a vision becomes a reality.
Oh, here we go.
Hard at work, Mark?
Hard work, Mark, right? You ready to go home? Yeah. Tired? Long day.
We made incredible progress, but there's still a lot left to do. We need to order some material because next up, we need to extend the chassis, build out the new roll cage, and get the body mounted to this chassis. But aside from that, there's not a lot mechanically else that we need to do to get it running. Just a drive shaft,
Drive shaft,
some oil lines,
oil lines,
and exhaust.
diff cooler lines.
Yeah.
reinstall the gas tank.
Yep. The fuel lines will just run to the back, and aside from a few lines, like, this is what it's all about. I'm really excited.
Off to the racetrack.
That's right. So make sure you guys like this video, subscribe if you don't already, and shop the apparel, returnalife.store. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye!
Yo, you'll get nailed.
Who's got a lighter?
We got a propane torch. Mark wants to keep it. Wait! I will stop this car right now!